All right, we are live. Welcome to Ashmont Realty Podcast. This is Adam Ashba, your host, president of Ashmont Realty and instructor at Hondros College. Happy summer, everybody. Well, it's about that time of year when farmers start farming their crops, and we're going to talk about farming for real estate agents, especially when they're new. What is it? What's the benefits of it? We're going to talk a lot about that and much, much more right after this.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, welcome back. Welcome to the podcast. So today we're going to talk about farming. I get this question a lot from students and new agents at the brokerage, but what's farming? What's that all about? How should I do it? I don't even know what it means. So we're going to talk about that today. So we're going to talk about, what is real estate farming. So, for anyone that grew up in the country like me, we see farmers planting the seeds, sowing the crops, and the whole 9 yards, right? And that's kind of what farming is in real estate. It's really, you got to come up with a plan, just as farmers, they plan. They have to do things at certain times and cultivate at certain times to make it worth their while. So that's what we're going to talk about. So first thing is, these are some great new farming ideas for new agents. And so let's just start with the basics. What is real estate farming? What is it? What is it, Adam? Because I get that question. So really, real estate farming is a marketing strategy that agents use to establish a presence in a targeted area. So let's think about it. Say you live in a neighborhood, guys, and there's 400 houses in a community. We'll call it Maple Grove community. That area, the community that you live in, that's something you can farm. It's like a targeted market area, which, you can, you focus on, cultivate, and things like that. So, a lot of agents, I think a great place to start is maybe your local area that you live in now. If it's your community, but even drilling deeper, your complex. Now if you live in a neighborhood that I might only have 100 houses, then maybe, focus on that and then go outward maybe till you get a side of town. Or maybe if you live in a small town, the entire town, if you need to. You guys, being niche, focusing, targeting a certain area, there's an expression, the riches are in the niches. It's no different in real estate. I see agents all the time try to do everything. They're the jack of all trades, master in none. They don't separate themselves for a certain given area. I saw something on Facebook recently. It was in Florida, but this lady was the mobile home queen. Now, if anyone's ever been to Florida, there's a million, they call them patio homes, but they're like glorified mobile homes. That's what she did, and she does really well at it because everyone knows she's the mobile home queen in Florida in that given area. That's the way you want to think about it. So if, there's 300 or 400 houses in your complex, maybe join the HOA, for example. Start, getting to know the neighbors. If there's any neighborhood events, or maybe start sponsoring them. Get your name out there. That's the key. You're cultivating that area. You're planting the seeds. Okay. That is really important. It is a blueprint. You got to start getting engaged in that community, whatever it is. If it's a small town, every town has a parade, a community events. Start getting involved with that. If that's getting on the board, that is sponsoring. It could be even your church. Some churches have several hundred members, thousands of members. That could be the area that you're farming. Get involved. You have to get involved to make it, successful. So let's kind of break it down. First, choose your plot. Could be your neighborhood, could be your church, could be the town that you live in. You got to be strategic about it. Usually closer to home, the better, because one, the area. Two, you probably already know some people, so you got a little leg up. And two, you're part of that community, so you're more easily accepted. Start sowing the seeds. That'd be the next step. Get involved. Be consistent. Show up for events, volunteer, and you're going to do that. And over time, what will happen is you're going to start harvesting those relationships, right? Think of it like the old ATM metaphor: deposit, 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 and eventually you're going to start withdrawing out of that ATM. Your time and effort that you're spending in, farming that given target area, you're going to have to give before you can start taking. All right. So, with that being said, how can agents benefit from real estate farming? Okay. How can you benefit? Like, that seems like a lot of work. Of course it is, but it's fun. Think about it. Like, what, you get to join some boards, do some community events. Like, that's your job. That doesn't sound too bad. I know people have a lot worse jobs than that. So, how can agents benefit from this plan? Well, first and foremost, you start increasing your knowledge on that area. If it's the town, the community, for example, you're going to start maybe learning more about the history, what's coming up. I mean, geez, some of these small communities, when a Dollar General pops up, everyone thinks that's the big talk of the town. You might be part of the planning commission, city council, for example. You're going to know what's going on, and then you're going to be defaulted as the expert in that community. You're just going to, it's not a bad thing that you know what's happening, right? You're going to build trust. You're going to start building trust in the community. People are going to look for you as someone who is an authority figure on real estate and community mindedness issues. That's always a great thing. It helps obviously with your brand recognition, because you're exposing yourself to all these people. And another thing too, guys, when you get a referral, for example, okay, or a lead, whatever, guys, they're not shopping you. You probably have 100% close rate. They know you, they know what you do and your worth or what have you. So they're probably automatically like, yes, yeah, come on out, take a look at it. Your brand recognition at that point in time is really, really high. And you are the authority figure in that area. And people will, not only that, when you do a good job for them, they're going to start referring you. And I think last but not least, guys, obviously you're going to get repeat business and referrals, but guys, really, the cost, we always talk about buying online leads, and this is what drives me crazy. At Ashmont Realty, we have an online lead system that pushes social media and things like that. Totally free for our agents, right? But agents always want more, and they want more. They always want the silver bullet. Well, I heard an agent that they got $1 million listing on this lead source, so I'm going to spend the money. Of course, there's always exceptions of the rule. 15 years ago, we didn't have that kind of stuff in real estate when I started. We didn't have it, and we all survived because of things like farming. Okay. Farming, guys, is very cost effective. Very cost effective. It's your time. That's usually all you're really spending. You might donate some money to the local softball tournament and they have a banner with your name on it, a couple $100. Compare that to Zillow or Realtor.com leads or Boomtown or, whatever it is. There's a million of them out there. Everyone uses them. Everyone thinks it's the greatest until you start cutting $5,000-$10,000 checks every few months, and then it doesn't sound so good. But farming from an ROI standpoint is probably the cheapest marketing you're going to do. So I hope that helps kind of figure out what farming is. If you have any questions about farming, or even if it's real estate, it's a really good time to get into real estate at Hondros. Things are quieting down. Look below. We have a 30% off discount for all Ashmont Realty agents if you want to get in real estate. It's the cheapest summertime deal you're ever going to find. So check it out. Click the link below if you think you'd like to get enrolled at Hondros college in what, about 2 or 3 months, you'll have your real estate license before fall. So with that being said, this is Adam Ashba of Ashmont Realty and Hondros College, and we will see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.